like they know me, cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Down. 60 or.
Number 53. Mike 53.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second and 6. Throwing deep for Galladay. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Kenny Galladay, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Sunday. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. 82. 52. Run. Hey, Alpha. I'm bringing it 2 punch.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Yes, yes. Bravo.
All day, dog.
Topper, topper.
Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Snap.
Back to throw here. He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the pass.
Check. 357. Choose it.
53. 53. Mike.
Here. Hey, Charlie.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a... He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check 24. Check 24. Check 99. Check 99.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Nicole Hardman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They start on the ground here at Sanders. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
53 is the mic.
Let's find two.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
Sheldon Richardson on the stop. A 3-yard pickup.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Eagles 7.
Here we go, back. Ready?
I'm going back to you.
Hey, kill. Hey, force don't kill. Hey, whoa.
52, Mike, 52. 3 bud.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. At this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Wentz going to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. 30. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A run for Nick Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Sunday.
Throwing on second and long. Wentz steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Kill. Turn up.
Here. 3-5-7.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones.
It's caught inside the 25. A big pickup of 38. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. One, get some oxygen to fill up your...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Kenny Galladay, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays. On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
53 is the mark. 53, check.
Hey, 2.
53 is the mark. 53 is the mark.
Hey, we're 5-2. Come here.
Wentz now on first down. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards on the play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Wentz now on first down. He's got the hook up once again to Jeffrey. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Let's go.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. on the left hash. Officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's Sanders. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On play action, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded just inside the 30. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Graham's got it. Complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this pass going to be caught by Hardman. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Foxtrot. 50, Mike 50. Ready?
2nd and 4. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Hey, Seam 6. Be crippled.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Kenny Galladay there to make the grab. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead is up to 15 now. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go. Great. Sunday.
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Come on, boy.
Wentz now to throw. Ertz over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Hey, Mike 52.
87.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz buying time, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. Down the numbers, there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sheldon Richardson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Let him know.
82-14. 5.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. On the ground, it's Chubb. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted. picked off by Avonte Maddox. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Ready. Game 2 start.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
They come out here in the eye. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Chubb. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The point after try for Gostkowski. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score, Falcons 42.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Being chased out left. Ertz has it left side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And it brings up 3rd down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12.
82. A smooth.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Hey, high 7.
Choose the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Hey, watch.
Two jet.
On first down, Wentz. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Set 18 Gator.
Right. He's done.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates
nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it, they do.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Atlanta, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.